I'm going to take a little time to talk about our formal and informal assessments and how we track student progress. Our first method of tracking student progress is our report card. Our report card is based on our kindergarten TEKS given by the state and also our pre-K guidelines. Please note that at ECC we do not have a report card the first 6 weeks. The reason for that is our teachers are spending the first 6 weeks teaching routines and procedures, which takes a lot of time, but also they're spending the first weeks just gathering information and getting to know the kids and knowing where are they academically. There's not, for this age level, the first 6 weeks, you wouldn't expect a lot out of them to do like a graded report card, but we do spend time getting to know what do they already know so that we can know that and they can customize learning going from there. So if there are any concerns academically, your teacher will definitely let you know, but there will not be a graded report card available until the second 6 weeks. Our report cards are rubric based, meaning that we take the skills that the student is expected to learn each 6 weeks and we grade them based on their mastery of that skill. So a 1 would be that they are not mastering it or not showing growth. 2 means they're showing some level of mastery on that skill, and then 3 is it's mastered. Each skill is broken down to specifically what exactly does a 1 look like, what does a 2 look like, and what does a 3 look like, and that is on the report card. Our kindergarten is already like that. Pre-K is moving to that model for next year. So if you had a child in pre-K before, they just had like a yes or no, they have it or they don't, and they'll be moving to more of a skills-based rubric report card. Make sure that you know how to log into Skyward. I cannot emphasize enough how important this is. You will log into Skyward to view their report card. You can check their attendance. You can, if you have questions about that, I will send emails through Skyward. So it is very, very, very important that you know how to log in to Skyward. We do not send home report cards, so this will be the only way to look at it. Our next thing that I'm going to talk about is iStation. iStation is another thing that we have to measure growth and progress with the students. It is online. They do it on the iPads. There is a monthly assessment that the students take to gauge what level they are on so that the teachers know and can customize lessons and things based on the needs of their students. They also, if the child gets on in between those monthly assessments, iStation customizes to exactly what they need and what level they're on. So it is an extra support, an extra intervention that on top of the classroom teaching and interventions that the teacher does. So it is just a good supplement for us. Pre-K and kindergarten both do this. Our next thing I am going to talk about is for kindergarten only, and that is our DRA, Diagnostic Reading Assessment. Believe it or not, we do teach kids how to read in kindergarten. This is done really customized and based on their readiness and what they're ready for developmentally. But one of the ways we use to know what they're ready for developmentally in the small group reading instruction is DRA, our Diagnostic Reading Assessment. This is done in Lindale, from kindergarten to 3rd grade. We do it in the beginning, middle, and end of the year. The beginning of the year, there is no expectation. It is just to give the teachers a baseline of where they are starting. And that helps the teachers to formulate their small groups that they will start the year with so that they know if a child comes in reading, they know to teach that differently than the child that may not know their letters and sounds yet. And both are fine. But in kindergarten, you're going to have a wide variety of skill level, and the kindergarten teachers are very used to that and very equipped to handle that. But the DRA just helps us get a starting point. And then we start having goals. In the middle of the year, our goal is a reading level of 2. The level 2, the books are still very patterned, so it's repetitive, but they will throw in just a little extra sight word here and there to just see if the student is paying attention. A level 4 is our end of the year goal, which is the jump into more independent reading. There's not as much of a pattern. You're going to have to know your sight words and some other reading strategies. It's very important to really pay attention to what your teachers are sending home as far as how to help at home with their sight words and other things that we can be supported at home. But just know, while we do have goals, we know that each child learns differently and at different paces. Some kids are ready to learn to read in kindergarten, and some, their brains just really take off in first grade. Just trust your teachers. They'll tell you if they're just right at that cusp and just need to mature a little longer, or if there's some serious issues that y'all need to talk about. But I just like to know y'all to know what our goals are for the kids and where we are coming from. But just know that each teacher does take an individualistic approach to the kids too, and so that we're teaching to the full potential of all children.